Thank you very much, and it is 6 o'clock, and I'd like to call this special call meeting to order at this time. Please note that all 5 board members and the superintendent are present. If you would, join me for a moment of silence. Thank you very much. If you're able, please stand and join me in saying the pledge to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated. This time, I'll call for a motion to adopt the agenda.
I'll make a motion we adopt the agenda.
Dr. Lamb made a motion. Do I have a second? Ms. Davis seconded. All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. The agenda is adopted. Item 2 is to approve surplus books for family consumer science. Dr. Stark.
So Family Consumer Science at the high school has a series of books that they're on your screen now so that you can see what we're talking about that are no longer useful to them. In order for us to remove those from the process, we need you to surplus those for us. So it'd be my recommendation that you surplus these books for Family Consumer Science.
Thank you, sir. You heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move we surplus the books for family consumer science.
Thank you. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Smith seconded. All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. Item 2 is approved. Item 3 is to approve insurance renewal for the 23-24 school year.
We had done our student insurance previously. We're now ready to do vehicles, property, and if you'll notice on there, this includes a 15% premium increase and a KDE property value adjustment. As you know, with things going as they are, KDE has now recommended that we up our cost or our insurance to cover costs should we ever have to replace. And then workers' comp is listed here. So our insurance renewal for the coming year is $320,341.96. It's my recommendation that you approve this insurance renewal proposal.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So
Dr. Lamb made the motion.
second.
Mr. Hurd seconded. All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. The insurance renewal is approved. Item 4 is to approve conversion of a .5 classified to a .5 certified position at Garrard County High School.
In order to give the staff and the administration at Garrard County High School a little more flexibility with a position that they have, they currently have a .5 classified that we'd like to convert to a .5 certified. Garrard County High School gets none of the extras that we give to some of our others, so this is a very minimal cost. It'd be my recommendation that you approve this switch to allow them to make the adjustment in the personnel that they're asking to do.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Hurd made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that. I do have a question.
All right, Ms. Davis seconded. Please share your comment.
So based on what you're saying, this is coming out of the general account.
Yes, and it'll be a very small amount that has to come out because the position was already there. We would pay all of the fringes and things like that. So it's just the difference between the costs. But yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Any other questions? If not, all in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. The conversion is approved. Item 5 is to approve creation of an additional speech language pathologist position.
One of the areas that we have the most need in the world of special education and extra supports for our students is in the area of speech language pathology. With our newest group of students who are coming in for preschool, we have a large number of students who are going to need those services. We also are very close to cap on all of our caseloads. So it's really put us in a spot. We wavered on this for about a month now, trying to figure if we can do this without adding this, but we've now arrived at a spot where we feel like we have to do it. We're going to go ahead and ask you to do it now so that we can post as early as possible. Our special ed funding is up this coming year, which will help cover a good portion of this, but it is a service that we are required to provide to those students, so we need to advertise for this position. So it's my recommendation that you approve this new speech language pathology position.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve the creation of an additional speech language.
Thank you. Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dr. Lamb seconded. Anybody have any questions?
Yes, I have a
Please.
question. So this is for our preschoolers, and this person will serve all schools, or will be assigned to just the preschool?
So they will, Ms. Congleton will take the numbers that we have and then determine the new locations for each of those individuals. We have an increase that's happening at LES as well. So she thinks that she'll be able to station one person there full-time. And we may be able to get it down where we're doing speech language with one person at each of our schools and one person going between high school and middle school. So it will give better service and less travel. And so it's a good possibility for us there.
And there will be funding through special ed as well.
For much of this, but not all of it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. Item 5 is approved. Item 6 is to approve awarding of bids for phase 3 of the Garrard County High School project.
You all have done phase 2, and that's the project that's currently underway with all of the earthwork. Phase 3 is then moving into the actual construction of the facilities and the sites that are there. We went through the bid process. You all had knowledge of what that was. We went back and did some value engineering and reduced that cost and shared that with you as well. These are now the bids from each of the bid packages that were the lowest bids, and tonight we need to award those bids so that the project can continue at the pace that it's going. It's my recommendation, and these are all available to everybody to see. We have them all listed there for you. It's my recommendation that you approve and award these bids for the phase 3 of the Garrard County High School project.
Thank you, sir. You've heard the superintendent's recommendation. Do I have a motion?
On the same way. I'll second.
Mr. Burke made the motion. Dr. Lamb seconded. Anybody have any questions? Comments? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. The bids are approved. Item 7, this ought to be exciting, is to review and approve the hearing officer's report. Dr. Gresham, would you please share that with us, please?
Dr. Browning, I appreciate that. It has been a great honor serving as the hearing officer, as appointed by the Board of Education here. We did have a public hearing here at 5:30. We did not have anybody show up to offer any public comment. We did not have anyone offer any written testimony that was shared. So I have prepared, I think each of you has a copy of the actual hearing report from our meeting at 5:30. As long as you all accept this report, we will send this to KDE for approval tomorrow morning.
All right.
It's my recommendation that you approve the report from the hearing officer based on what you just heard.
Thanks, sir. You've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
A motion, we approve the hearing officer's report.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Smith made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second
Ms. Davis seconded. Anybody have any questions or comments? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. The hearing officer's report is approved. And item 8 is to approve the final DFP to submit to the KDE.
Having completed the process as prescribed by KDE, now have the same final DFP that we shared with you at the May board meeting. So it would be my recommendation that you approve this so we can submit it to KDE.
Sir, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion?
it. I move we approve the final district facilities plan.
Ms. Davis made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dr. Lamb seconded. Anybody have any questions or comments? All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. All board members were in favor. Item 8 is approved, which brings us to item 9. Mr. Smith made the motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, let me know by lifting hand. Thank you. We are adjourned, and thank you all for joining us on whatever social media platform you're on.